Hey, what's up guys? Today we're playing an unconventional deck for me. I usually play wacky decks or unexpected results or just fun decks. This deck isn't really that type of deck. It's actually more linear. It's very straightforward. We're playing Naya Aggro, Naya Blitz, whatever you want to call this deck. It's basically just a 3-color, very fast deck that tries to kill your opponent as soon as possible. It has 12 1-drops that you obviously like to cast turn 1. Usually you want to cast them in an order, or a specific order. Like you want to cast Champion, probably most time on turn 1, or Experiment 1, if you have the option. Then lead into Boros Elite, or whatever. The 2-drops are pretty basic too. Like your best 2-drop is Burning Tree Emissary. It lets you, in a way, like combo off. It lets you play like multiple guys in one turn, grow your Champion, and grow your Experiment 1. And just put a lot of pressure really fast. And this deck's all about killing your opponents in the first like 5 or 6 turns of the game. If you're not winning by that point, you're probably relying on burn for the most part. We also have like the only big spell we have in this deck is frontline medic. He's not really there for like his second ability. He's there for the battalion mostly, just so you can bash through creatures your opponents play, like Thragtusk or Huntmaster, or just any creature. It lets you bash through it. Obviously, the second ability doesn't hurt. Counter X spells like Bonfire or Sphinx Revelation or any of those spells, or like maybe even Aurelius Fury. But he's mainly there for to protect your guys as like a Boros Charm, indestructible type deal. So like I usually don't board this guy out against Thragtusk decks. I keep him in. And then we have some burn spells. We have the straightforward like 4 Searing Spears, the 4 bolts of the deck. Then we have Giant Growth. Giant Growth is a little more iffy. You can use it as like a burn spell. You can Giant Growth like your unblocked guy, push damage through. But usually I don't do that. I don't like to do that unless I have a lot of burn in my hand. I usually try to save it to either like save a guy if I have to, save him from like a mortars or anything. Like a mayor. Like if someone tries to mortar my mayor, a flipped mayor, I want to save it, etc., etc. So usually I save these just for protection, or to bash through a guy, like Luxon Smiter. You can use it to bash through it, or you can use it to protect your guys. And the last so-called spell is Gorklan Rampager. This guy, he's just there for the +4/+4 and trample for like the final reach. He's one of the better reach spells you have. He's not as good as Searing Spear, but because you need a creature, obviously. With Searing Spear, you can just burn them in the face. But he lets you push through and get damage. Like he's kind of like a Giant Growth that kills the creature and burns them out. And then we have the mana base. Nothing too special here. We have all the mountains we can possibly, all the Shocklands mountains we can have for Flame of Bore, so we can give him +1/+1 and activate his haste ability. And the Cavern of Souls isn't really here to make our guys uncounterable. It's actually just like a reflecting pool. It's like adds 5 colors to all your guys. Because all your creatures in this deck, besides Flame of Bore and the Gorklan Rampager, are humans, and Gorklan is pretty much a burn spell. So this lets you cast any of your guys and lets you combo off to Burning Tree Emissary really well. Like it lets you go Champion turn 1, turn 2 Burning Tree into like Flame of Bore or something. So this land is really good to start things off with. This deck is pretty straightforward. You just want to kill them as fast as possible. Nothing too terribly exciting, but it gets the job done. So let's move on to the sideboard now. Okay, moving on to the sideboard, this is a pretty stock sideboard. I pretty much just, this is a 4-0 deck list that I copied the sideboard from. You have Fiend Hunter for mostly mirror matches where you want to cut some creatures or some burn spells. Not burn spells, but like your Giant Growth for like Fiend Hunter. We also have Thalia for the control decks like Esper Control, or any of the ramp decks that play a lot of Farseeks and Supreme Verdicts, like those 5-color ramp decks. Thalia is a beating against them. Boros Charm is good against decks with like Supreme Verdict, obviously, and also decks that play a lot of Planeswalkers if you want that final, either that final reach or to kill that walker. Boros Charm is very good. Pacifism. This card is usually to get through Thragtusks. You can hopefully you can just ignore it. But it's not good against decks that have like Restoration Angel and Thragtusk, because those decks, they can just like counter the spell, gain more life, and you're just so far behind, you're just pretty much dead. So this card is mainly just for decks that just like maybe like Jund, I guess, that just plays Thragtusk and they can't blink it. Near Heath Pilgrim is for like mirror matches or any other aggressive decks. So he's a 2/1 that lets you gain life and win that way, win that war. So you can like make the game longer on your end. And Gruul Charm is a nice way to get through like Lingering Soul tokens. If someone that has like Lingering Souls, you can just Wrath Wrath that board and get through. Or you make you guys unblockable. Like this card isn't, honestly I don't think it's that good because Lingering Souls isn't seeing much play. This sideboard may not be optimal, but it is what someone forward with, so I'd probably change some things here, but it's pretty stock. And hopefully we can not get mustered by Mr. BBD. Maybe I'll ranch him instead. Alright.